your horror movie podcast.
Welcome back, Hack Stab Slash. I don't know if you can tell the difference between Just Justin and your boy Hacky, but Hacky's got the sunglasses on today, and Just Justin is wearing the regular glasses.
We got regular glasses today. Let's go.
I figured, try to go with the blue theme, got the blue glasses, the blue hat.
I like it. I like it.
Justin, have you ever seen Deep Blue Sea 2 before?
I never heard of this before you made me watch it.
I, honest to God, did not realize that there were sequels to Deep Blue Sea until we covered Deep Blue Sea last shark season.
Right, you're right. So I probably know about this because we did do Deep Blue Sea last year. So I'm sure we mentioned that the fact that it was sequels.
Oh, absolutely. Did you have any? You had zero expectations going into this, didn't you? Were they in the negatives?
Yeah, my honestly expectation was like a 2. After I looked at the cast and didn't recognize anyone, after Deep Blue Sea, man, that was a banger. Like that was good. Crazy cast, like so much fun. When I saw they made this like so many years later, like, no expectations.
I was in the same boat. I was like, I want to watch it because I love Deep Blue Sea so much. And I was like, I just hope they do something different. And then I did something that I typically don't do, Justin, and that's watch the trailer.
Yeah.
And I was like, this feels like they tried to remake Deep Blue Sea and they were like, nah, don't do it. And they were like, all right, fine, we'll just call it Deep Blue Sea 2.
Yeah, so all right, I'm gonna come up with something too then, because a lot of times I go on blind to these two and I actually watched the trailer and I was like, dude, I feel like I already saw this movie, like with just different actors. Like I was like, so I guess we should probably just burn through this now.
All right, let's get right into this. We've got a bunch of brah and a bunch of brew fishermen who viciously murder a shark for its fin. These disgusting pieces of trash, Justin, need to be eaten by a smart shark ASAP. They get a warning call, though, to leave the area, and they even see some orange smoke that says, if you can see these on the horizon, you need to leave. You're in immediate danger. Thankfully for them, though, they decide to stay and keep hunting some sharks. I'm proud that they decided to stay because they get the flying V of shark attacks, a Gordon bomb fillet, if you will. This dude Trent has this high frequency like clicker that we've seen from the first one that kind of calls the sharks back to him. And I'm like, all right, this is very reminiscent of the first movie because these sharks do break out in the first movie and they go after a bunch of like college kids out on a boat trying to have a good time. So this is again sharks breaking out, finding someone on a boat, and they have to go save them in the rescue. And in the back of my head, I'm like, I really hope this was staged because that dude Trent has no urgency in his voice or like anything. And I'm like, I feel like this was staged because he knows what these dickheads were up to and he purposely let the sharks eat them. So he could just be like, well, I mean, I tried to warn him.
I tried my best.
You know what I mean? I radioed, I shot a flare gun. It's not my fault that, all 5 of these bull sharks were in sequence in harmony and just charged this boat, 0.3 seconds after I sent out the distress signal? I gave him a chance.
Did my best.
Then we meet Misty. She's out giving a lecture about sharks and says bull sharks are actually the only sharks she won't swim with because they're highly unpredictable, they're extremely aggressive, and they've got a bite that puts the great white to shame. She refers to their bites as like pit bulls in the dog world, like how aggressive and what is it, like 10 tons of strength? It's just insane. We also see Trent, and he brings the sharks back to base, saying they need to refortify the fences so they don't get out again. Again, very reminiscent of Deep Blue Sea. Misty gets a $50,000 paycheck from a guy named Mr. Burns because he wants her to come join the Simpsons and leave the shark life behind.
Yep.
I mean, I'm just kidding. I mean, he wants her to come have a sit down with this dude named Carl and hear what he has to say and what they're doing with sharks and what they're doing with medicine and all this other shit. This feels, again, like a full-blown repeat of Deep Blue Sea right now. I'm okay with this, Justin, as long as it gets entertaining. Like, if you're going to give me almost a scene by scene that lines up with the storyline before this, you got to entertain the shit out of me right now.
Right.
Trent gives Aaron shit for letting the sharks out, and he's like, nah, they didn't get out. and they go through all the schematics and they find out that these sharks didn't break through the electric fortified like underground fence or whatever. Bro, these sharks can dig.
Crazy.
This is the second dog reference because she refers to them as like pit bulls, and these dogs dig underneath the fence, or if you will, a kennel like a dog would, and they get out,
Yep.
and now they're free, and that's how they're escaping. Misty, Burns, Leslie, and Daniel all arrive now at the compound after signing an NDA, of course. When they do get there, they meet Trent, who was out for a mid-afternoon dive, who was just trying to fix up the fence's weak spots. She also is there and she's keeping bull sharks captive. And Misty is just freaking the fuck out right now. Like she's
Not
letting
having
this
it.
dude Carl have it.
Mhm.
Carl doesn't get a word in edgewise, and she is tearing him limb from limb about how dangerous this is, how unpredictable this is, and just how much of a piece of shit he is. Go ahead, drink your carbohydrates. I see you staring at it.
Sorry, my bad. Gotta work out after the pod. Sorry.
Carl does bring this group topside to explain to them everything is under control and everything that they're doing and how no one is in any real danger. So he lets Aaron, the genius behind the shark walls, begin an explanation about how he keeps these sharks contained. Aaron, dude, opens his mouth, gets like 3 words out, and Carl just throws his ass into the water like he's
Dude.
shark bait. They're all freaking out. Clearly, there's a current because he pushes him off the dock, and then out of nowhere, he's 40 feet away from it. So Misty has to dive in at the last second to save him. And as they're swimming back, we see this flying V of sharks again. They are right behind them. And then Trent presses his clicker to call off the sharks. Click, 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 and the sharks take off. Talk about showing everyone in the audience watching this movie and everyone in this movie that you were an absolute fucking psychopath on your first impression. Oh, don't worry about it. He was fine. I knew they weren't going to do nothing.
Yeah, no danger. Dude's like,
And
I'm pretty sure his shoe got nibbled on too. Like his like sneaker was like torn apart.
Yeah, you could see that Aaron was just like, yeah, maybe press that button a little faster next time because they almost got me. And even Trent was like, nah, they wouldn't have got you. And he's like, bro, he nibbled on my shoe like he was fucking toying with me. Everyone gets some dry clothes now, or they're supposed to, so they can go meet back up in the wet lab. But we see Carl, and he's going at it right now with Mr. Burns right after. I mean, I don't know if you've ever had a 5-hour energy drink like this, Justin, but Carl takes one. And holy shit, it's like this dude just unlocked so many things in his brain because we see like math equations, blueprints, fucking shark, like everything just running through his mind. Like he's just unlocked like the 5th wall of his fucking brain.
Yep.
They're going at it right now. And Burns is pissed off because he's like, these sharks are going to be a liability. Like they got out. Trent told me they got out and he thinks they ate some fishermen. And Carl's like, no. He thinks he didn't see it actually. So maybe this didn't actually happen. But what you're telling me is that these sharks are so successful right now that they broke out and chose to come back. They like learning. And dude, they're going at it hardcore. And Carl just says, you know what? When this is all said and done, I'll just fucking kill them all. Is that okay? Would you like that? I'll just kill every single one of them. I have a failsafe. They all have GPSs. Like, we'll just take them all out. Like, no big worries, no liability, no nothing. Joke's on him, though, because apparently these sharks are keen on fucking human language. And he's like, I think this is Bella because we see a shark directly outside of his window, just mouth breathing onto it while it's listening. Crazy. And I was like, I'm like, this shark knows fucking everything that's going on right now.
Insane. It's like literally listening every word they say.
We even get a couple squirrel between Danielle and Leslie, and I won't go too deep into that because it's kind of boring.
Right?
Carl gives the group a breakdown of everything that is going on. They have Trent fetch Bella, and they bring Bella into this wet lab, and they're getting ready to like just show them what's been happening. And in my notes, Justin, I got this feels like a scene by scene where the doctor gets his arm ripped off all over again, just minus the shark brain surgery.
Right?
Carl gives this whole speech now about how computers are going to take over the world, but his super drug will unlock the human mind and unleash its full potential, and they will maintain their supremacy in this world. And all I can think about is, Carl, man, You win the wrong series, bro. Terminator is 2 doors down. But Misty is spot on when she looks this guy in the eye and says, "Sounds like you have a god complex." And this dude's response is, "We can all be gods. If
We
this
can all
works,
be-
we can all be gods." You should never have that mentality going into anything because it always ends
No,
badly.
that's never anytime. Yeah, and a villain or something says something like that. That's like classic villain talk. It never ends well. Like that.
No,
That's a
never.
red flag. I'm throwing the flag right now.
Anytime we've ever heard someone say, like, we could all be gods if this works, the universe has a very funny way of giving you 99% of becoming a god and giving you that sweet nectar.
Yep.
And then they're like, "Oh, you want this last 1%? You're
Oh.
dead. Bye-bye."
Peace. See you later.
One of these sharks uses its fin now in a small cutscene to cut free the boat. And then they push it towards the electrical box. And this thing like short circuits and like we see sparks everywhere. And this is actually for like the grid for the fences. So they can leave whenever the fuck they want now. But there's no one paying attention at all because they're all so focused on Bella. And it turns out Bella is actually pregnant. And they failed to realize this because they got nothing in her blood results. But Misty was like, "Well, have you done like an ultrasound? Like, I've been around sharks my entire life. I know a pregnant one when I see one." And they're dumbfounded right now because she's like, "Well, you told me what you're doing alters their genetic structure. So it would make sense that this would not show up on a DNA report." Erin's alarm starts to go off and Trent goes to investigate. So he goes topside and he sees the boat has wrecked a fuse box for the fences and there's fucking gas just absolutely pouring out everywhere. In fact, even these sharks, dude, are beginning to ram the facility. Like we see them straight up swimming as fast as they can into these corridors. They're fucking shit up.
It's time to pick up.
We also see Josh is in the water with Bella and he's trying to get a throat culture. This man is elbow deep when she makes eye contact with him. And I mean, you should never be elbow deep and have someone make eye contact with you, right, Justin?
Awkward. Yeah, don't do that. Do not.
So
do
she
that.
gets pissed and she's like, "You're elbow deep in me right now, sweetheart. And I don't like this. I did not consent to this." So she almost rips his fucking arm off, but they yank him out just in time to save his ass. Bella immediately gets dropped back into the water. And this next scene has got to be the worst scene I've seen, Justin. Mr. Burns is typing out notes on his laptop while we were hearing them recite in his head in the third person.
Dude.
An explosion happens, but this isn't just any explosion, Justin, because it's big enough that this one sends Mr. Burns flying out of his chair in the most comical way possible.
Dude, that was such a goofy ass scene. Oh
Dude,
my
I
God.
laughed at this for like a good 2 minutes.
Oh my God. Am I taking over right now?
Yes, I was just gonna say, have fun with the rest of this movie, Justin.
I'm gonna try. Like you said, goofy ass, ridiculous. I don't know why they decided to put him flying off like that in the movie, especially because like it seems to be a pretty serious movie. But yeah, we got explosion now, and now I mean we got fires, we got electronic malfunctions, there is leaks, the cameras are getting shut off, and Bella the shark is pissed because as all this is happening, like Sean said earlier, like Bella now is smashing into like the hallway, causing flooding. And now on the screen, they look up and like they have like the tank they can see outside. We see Craig is dead. His face is all like chomped apart and everything. He's all like half chomped. And they all realize they're like, what is happening? Like these sharks are in like a feeding frenzy mode. And they're like, why haven't they left? Like all this stuff is left. Like, why are they staying around? And then they realize like, what did this to his face, that guy's face? And they're like, oh my God, Bella had babies. And Misty's like, these are all just teeth, muscle, and killer instinct. Like, and then it's
I think they refer to them as piranhas, and she's like, "No, it's gonna be way worse."
Dude, and then we actually see them all. Like, you see them all like swimming like a cutscene, and it is kind of hilarious. They kind of look like little sharks, but acting like piranhas. Like, everyone's panicking. Like, the exits are blocked. Like, there's no way out. The sharks aren't leaving, and they're realizing like the only way out is to swim into the pool hole that goes out into the water. But I mean, what the hell? They're not going to do that. But Mike decides he's going to do that, and he's going to go up top, phone for help on the next level. So he does. He grabs like I don't even know what you want to call it, like a little thing that guides him through the water and like helps him like through the water.
Yeah, they're like
He,
jet propellers.
yeah, he's on like a little propeller thing in there, so he's driving that out, and then a shark like almost toys with him, and it like goes up and just like smashes him, knocks him out completely, and they're panicking because he looks like he's dead in the water, but we see Trent jumps in and saves him. Let's go. Trent is the man, and they pull him back into the water. They pull him back to the place. Misty actually revives him. Let's go. They're right next to the pool. Mike kind of like he kind of like gets up and is like, whoa, what just happened? And they basically tell him, like, oh, yeah, you just got knocked unconscious. Dude stands up, reaches over in the pool to grab his mask. A shark jumps out.
Tell me
bites
this
his head
isn't
off.
the same scene where Samuel L. Jackson bites it in the first one.
Dude,
Because
that's the
this dude gets up and he leans over and he's like, nah, these sharks ain't got nothing on me. I told these sharks they can eat my ass. And then as he says that, dude rips off his head. I forget exactly what Samuel L. Jackson says, but it's something along the lines of like, no more snakes on this fucking plane before he gets killed.
Yeah, and that's what kind of killed me because we saw the first one. When I saw the pool there and this guy's doing that, I'm like, oh, they killed off Samuel L. Jackson like so unexpected there because he was doing like a pump up scene. And this was like unexpected because they just had the guy get saved. But as soon as he stood up and started saying that, I had a bad feeling right away. I'm like, this is going to be like a copy and paste scene. And it was, but holy hell, he gets beheaded. He falls right in. And Misty's like, we got to kill these effing sharks. Like, she realizes now, like, holy shit, like, we have to kill them. And friggin' Durant's like, no, the shark's too important. Like, they're in this terrible situation. Some guy just got beheaded, and he doesn't care. He's still like, no, we got to save the sharks. And then, boom, another explosion. This one blows everyone everywhere. We're talking now the whole group is separated. Some people are by themselves. We got like Missy and Trent together. I think like Durant and Daniel are alone. We got Aaron and Josh together. The girl, I think her name was Leslie, got like knocked out. The hallways are flooded. Also, just like we saw in the first movie, now we see people walking around through like the flooded halls and everything. And Trent is with Misty, and he starts telling her like Durant's been experimenting on himself, and she's like appalled. And he's basically just saying, yeah, like this liquid shot stuff that he's taking gets him smarter, but it genetically alters him. The guy's always going on about tech ruling the world, so he's trying to become like a super genius guy.
I'm waiting for this dude at this point in the movie to be like, Skynet will take over.
Right? I'm saying that's literally what it seems
I think
like.
he was in. If I'm not mistaken, he's in a Terminator movie.
No way. Is it really?
Yeah, like one of the newer ones, like post 2010.
No shit. At this point, man, we see the baby sharks are in the hallways, and they're trying to get Daniel, Leslie's husband, but he's like up on a pole, like fighting for his life, and luckily he escapes, and the baby sharks keep on going, but they find Josh and Aaron, and unfortunately they're in like a room or something, and Josh like it almost looks like a shower or something. He's like behind like a gate, and the water's flooding in over. And unfortunately, why this is happening, like Aaron's like up on like a mattress, so he's safe. All the baby sharks spill over into like the shower structure and just go to town.
This might be my favorite
frenzy.
kill.
This was scary, wild, and shit. Just because like feeling like him trying to shut the door, this thing's coming over. Like this was actually kind of insane.
Justin, if you don't take this scene and put it to Eve Six's song where he's like hot in a blender, watch it spin round to a beautiful.
Oh my god, seriously, yeah, because he got blended. Like holy crap,
he was a shark smoothie.
Exactly. And then now we see like Durant and Trent and Misty. Durant is such an asshole. He locks out Misty. He locks her out of the friggin' room that they're in.
She wants to throw him, like she wants to tell everyone what he's been doing, and he's like, "All right, fine, but it's gonna come out of my mouth because you signed an NDA." And when she's like, yo, like, good luck finding it. Good luck finding one that I signed. Like, you sure your lawyer had it because he's gone? Like, your whole legal team's gone. Like, can you prove it? And his reaction is to what, Justin?
Just lock her out of the friggin' thing. Like, this guy's like, there are sharks coming. And Trent is friggin' pissed. Trent goes off on him. Now we see Aaron is now on the air mattress, like, floating through the halls above. I thought that was kind of cool. And we see Durant's plan. He's going to go through like the air ventilation shaft, and the dude's still screaming about like machines taking over and shit or whatever. He goes there. We see Daniel and Leslie, the couple. They find each other, but this is kind of heartbreaking because obviously there's floods happening, so the door between them is freaking jammed. And all of a sudden, all the shark babies go in front of Leslie, and this is happening right like Daniel's on the other side of the door, so she dies right in front of him, mauled by the little shark babies. So terrible. Felt so
Felt
bad
so
for
bad
Daniel.
for Daniel.
That was so rough.
Jinx, double jinx, you owe me a Coke.
Boom. And now we see that Durant he's up top now. Trent went through the air ventilation system too. We see Trent radioing for help up there. And now we see Misty and Aaron and Daniel meet up. And she kind of asked Daniel, like, where's Leslie? And they realize, like, holy shit, didn't work. They're trying to get, because she's locked out. She's trying to get into the air ventilation room too. She's got a friggin' blowtorch. She blowtorches her way into the air ventilation shaft. Let's go. And as those two guys, you see the two guys climbing up, and Trent is up top. So he hears him. So he pulls up Aaron. He's safe. Let's go. He pulls up Daniel. You almost say let's go, but you realize, holy shit, only half of Daniel made it. He is literally.
So he gets like
dripping.
a let's. You don't get to go. You just get the
let's. And you're like, oh, it's a let's not a let's go, because this dude's entrails are falling out. I mean, he is half a freaking person. They have to drop him. Beating frenzy begins. But Misty, I was wondering, like, where the hell's Misty? But we see Misty has now got scuba gear, and she surfaces in like the main platform thing in the water, and she's got to swim for her life now because those sharks are coming. They pull her up in the platform. Now we got the four of them all left. We see a drone coming now, a Coast Guard drone. Let's go. Also very excited. Like, this is going to be good, right? Survey the damage, see what's going on. Nope. The friggin' sharks are so damn smart. Shark jumps out of the water, eats the friggin' drone. And I'm pretty sure at this point, did you notice? Durant was excited. I'm pretty sure he said something like, oh my God, my sharks are so smart or something. Like,
yeah,
bro, just
he's excited at everything the sharks are doing.
Like, holy shit, like that was a friggin' Coast Guard drone. At this point now, they're on the platform, and it sounded to shake. They realize, wow, we got to get going, or this is going to sink. We are going to sink. They see a small boat a little bit in the distance that they need to get to. They're like, yeah, we got to swim to that somehow. And we see, well, they all do. They all jump in the water and swim. We see Trent and Misty. They are really good swimmers. They make it to the boat real fast. Unfortunately, you see Aaron dragged underwater by Bella. So upset. Did not want that to happen to Aaron. And
I felt so bad for Aaron going into the scene, Justin.
Yeah.
Because when they're like, we got to swim for it. And Aaron's just like, nah, I ain't ever going back in the water again. And Misty pushes him. I mean, I did kind of giggle because you see Durant in the background. He's like, satisfying, isn't it?
Right?
She's like, shut up.
Guy is such an asshole. Like, way too soon for that joke. And we see Durant think he's like a master because this Bella like swims at him. And like he's like panicking, and you see him like like yells, and she like goes down, so she completely does not eat him. And you realize he's like, let's go, like I'm the best. But then you see he shoots out of the water, and why does he shoot out of the water? Because he is in Bella's mouth, and she is like right out of the water, and you see him like way out there, and then she just starts chomps this dude right in half. And then we see the two of them on the boat. They blast Bella with flares. They shoot like all the flares into the mouth. And right as this has happened, who resurfaces? Aaron. He resurfaces. He's okay. Let's go. And Trent makes the awesome comment about, told you like sharks don't like the taste of nerds. Because earlier in the movie, he said basically like, you're okay. They don't like to eat nerds. Awesome line. And basically,
what's he missing though?
Like they're like, we can't let the sharks like survive. And he's like, well, luckily Durant was so paranoid. He actually has like a kill switch that's going to explode the whole entire thing. They lucky have it right there. And holy shit, they hit the friggin' button and the whole entire place explodes. Boat goes off. Let's go. We all suddenly see like a beach, and we see like surfers, and they're like running in the water to surf. And it says, like, oh, no, babe, there's no sharks. Like, we're good. And we randomly see like 12 sharks. It looks like they're all like the baby Bella's babies all swimming. End credits. Let's go. Deep Blue Sea 2 over. Sean, please have some thoughts.
All right. I was not expecting much from the sequel. I mean, it took forever for them to make one, and I love the first one so much that anything short of a masterpiece was going to let me down. I do think this was a B team carbon copy of the original. And that being said, I kind of did enjoy it. I mean, the acting was surprisingly better than I had anticipated. However, the writing and character development was lacking
Dude.
too much for me to become invested in anyone in this group of people. I did like the fact that Bella gave birth and these baby sharks become our main villains, like in this movie, and they become the main cause of death throughout instead of just another movie with smart sharks all over again. I'm giving this a shark movie 5.3. In a general horror ranking, this is a 3.2. I wanted way more. I felt like there could be more. This movie, unfortunately, just falls under the umbrella of lazy writing.
Yeah, so I wrote this is so friggin' generic. I felt like I've already seen this movie in part one. Nothing new at all. I wrote this is completely forgettable. This is 100% unnecessary. No creativity at all. Sean and I could write a better movie. And I actually mean that because I was pissed because this is stupid. Because I love that people can make movies and stuff like that, but this was the exact copy. Like, bro, there was like almost no creativity. Just like the babies are cool. That was cool, but this is just, yeah, I didn't like it at all. And I was almost just frustrated. Like the acting, I think was fine. I thought the actors were kind of cool, but even like the writing, like I didn't even care about like any of the characters. Like this was
Did
so
you see what this movie was originally supposed to be?
no.
It was originally supposed to be about a bunch of like smart sharks who like create these tunnel systems to break out, and they wind
Mhm.
up attacking like a bunch of pirates, like
Oh
modern
my
day
God, no way.
pirates. And
Yeah.
a Navy SEAL team has to infiltrate and not only like get rid of the sharks but save the pirates. That was like supposed to be the movie,
No
and it got
shit.
shelved and like thrown out.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
That would have been way better.
yeah, that's like I said, I just don't like the right. I couldn't believe how late. Like, why do this? Like, it was exact carbon copy. Like, at least we just watched Ouija Shack. At least I've never seen something called Ouija Shack before. We made fun of that, but at least that was like original. I've never seen a Ouija
And we
board that
did
creates
we did
shacks.
tip our hat like, hey, it does take a lot of creativity and a
Exactly.
lot of thought
Like,
and a lot of want to make something like Ouija Shark. Ouija Shark, in my honest opinion, just needed an upgrade in veteran actors, not people coming into the scene, and a budget
yeah,
behind it to make an excellent movie. This one was like, hey,
dude,
here's the budget. We
no
got some
brain.
we got some decent actors, you know what I mean? Not like world class, but like people that can put on a show.
Yeah.
And then yeah, you gave me, fucking 19 years to write this movie. I waited 18 years, 11 months, and fucking 29 days to write it. And now I've got 24 hours to come up with something. So let me just watch the first one and move some things around.
Exactly. So that being said, my rating is a 3.3.
Oh, we were really close, huh?
We were really close, yeah, because 3.3. I know I when you said three, I'm like, no way, we're gonna nail it. Like 3.3. You got any fun facts?
I do have a couple. 3.5 out of 10 on IMDb.
Oh no shit. I got this was filmed in Cape Town and Western Cape, South Africa.
While pregnant, the bull shark pups will cannibalize in the womb as a survival of the fittest and or smartest nature tactic. So a female bull shark will typically give birth to about one or two pups at a time. This film suggests that the genetic altering had changed the pup's nature as well. So instead of cannibalizing, they ate the humans as an alternative. Survival of the fittest and or smartest tactic, as more than two pups were born, which I thought was pretty cool because, you're making smart sharks. So if Bella's a
Right.
smart shark when she gets pregnant, those genetics should transfer. And these pups, instead of eating each other, are like, all right, we can wait. And then when we're born, we're just going to feed on everything around us. So
Mhm.
I did, that did make sense. I like that.
There we go. That's cool. I wrote that this was 19 years after the freaking original.
And then I've got a couple of errors. Did you know sharks do not have vocal cords or any other method of making a sound? but Bella's pups all shriek throughout the movie.
That was hilarious.
At around.
What? Sorry. Oh my God. Sorry. Go ahead.
Do you got any more?
I got a tagline of stronger, wiser, deadlier.
I actually like that
That's all
tagline.
yeah, it's not bad. That's all I got.
At around 39 minutes, the fins of the sharks never rose high enough out of the water to be able to slice the mooring lines and cast the boat partially adrift.
All right.
You got anything?
I'm done.
You done?
I'm done. That's all I got, man.
You're done with this movie.
I'm done with Deep Blue Sea. I'm ready for part 3. Let's go. Just kidding.
All right. All right. So if I had a gun to your head, Justin, then I said you have to watch Deep Blue Sea 3 or Ouija Shark 2. Which one are you picking?
Oh God, dude, do you know anything about the plot of Deep Blue 3? Deep Blue
Nope.
3C?
Nope.
As I say, because if Deep Blue Sea 3 like
It's the same exact thing.
it's the same exact thing, I would lose my shit. If it at least gave me like some fun thing about the babies and maybe took itself a little less serious. But I don't know, I'd probably go Ouija Shark 2 just because I'd be terrified of Deep Blue 3 2 C. What? I can't
Oh my God.
Bro, all right.
Oh my God. On that note, hack stab slash. I'm Hacky. This dude up here stumbling over his words.
Justin. My God.
You didn't even know it. Oh man, I tell you what we're watching next, but I don't even know because we're gonna pull some random crap out of a hat.
Oh shit, I'll pull that shit. Yeah.
So stay tuned, follow us on TikTok, and you'll get that info.
We'll post it.
All right, later.
Let's go. Peace.